In the so-called capital of Christmas, celebrations went ahead under the shadow of the pandemic. Like everywhere else, the biblical city of Bethlehem has been forced to adapt to the surging coronavirus.
We're celebrating Christmas for the second year without tourists from all over the world.
Smaller than usual crowds gathered on Friday in Manger Square, revered as the birthplace of Jesus. After Israeli travel restrictions meant to slow the spread of Omicron kept international tourists away. The mayor hopes their quiet Christmas pays off.
We hope that we will succeed not to have any new infection people of the virus as a result of our procedures that we are taking in the square and in the streets of the city.
Around the world, the highly contagious new variant forced the faithful to skip or scale back family gatherings and festivities.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays, Canada.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says there's still reason for Canadians to be hopeful.
Now, I know it might not feel like we have a whole lot to be hopeful about. After all, 2021 was another tough year, and we're not out of the woods yet. So this season, and as we come into a new year, let's keep showing up for one another. Let's encourage our friends and family to get their vaccine and booster shots.
The message was the same from the British Prime Minister, who previously ruled out new COVID restrictions before Christmas.
And though the time for buying presents is theoretically running out, there is still a wonderful thing you can give your family and the whole country. And that is to get that jab so that next year's festivities are even better than this year's.
In Germany, a line wrapped around the Cologne Cathedral was not for midnight mass, but for vaccinations, as hundreds looked to get a last-minute shot before the holidays.
Ich bin froh, dass ich die Booster heute bekommen kann.
This resident got a booster inside the famed cathedral and says it was a special experience. At Christmas Eve Mass in France, where the nation's daily case count is inching closer to 100,000, worshippers in Paris said they prayed for an end to the pandemic. And Pope Francis celebrated Christmas Eve Mass with around 2,000 people, far more than the 200 allowed in 2020 when Italy was in a full lockdown. But the number is still a fraction of the capacity at St. Peter's Basilica, which would be packed with 20,000 people in pre-pandemic times. Caryn Ceolin, City News.